Air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar. AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Watching you go. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Intended that time for Cooper.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. To throw again is Wilson. Cooper's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson looking deep downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. but instead third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Got it. Here we go. Shift. He's coming. 14. Set.
Again, Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's third down. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
Check.
Ooh, with a juke. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Mahomes looks to throw on third down, escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Pushing through the contact. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he fires one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. There he goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the AFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. On 1st down, Wilson. This went into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Mixon on the counter, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here we go.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper.
Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He wasn't ready. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Right there.
remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I got you.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. 55, come on. Check. Easy.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike, 55.
Go 14.
Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. No?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson, throwing again. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
AFC first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson now. Just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Gain of 11. That's another AFC first down.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about this. Seventeen-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. I think this is a free play for Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fast footwork by White. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second and 12, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson from the shotgun on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the AFC adds on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now. Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game. But as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Here's Wilson, throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerome Baker in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
3rd and less than a yard.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. shotgun handoff now to Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. The 20. And he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And a 2-point conversion will tie it. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more.
Hammer in for the goal line. He loses the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The AFC punt team out there now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.